You know, it's always so festive this time of year down here with all the nautical light displays, but this particular display that we're about to show you, it's at about 18th Street. It has Santa and a dolphin, and it is powered by a wind turbine. The Jackalope Festival won't take over the beach until next summer, but already members of the skating, surfing, and climbing community tell me they are stoked about the energy it will bring not only during the few days that it's here, but in the year leading up to it. Owner of the Garage Brewery, Uliana, is Ukrainian, and while she's serving customers here, she's pouring her efforts into supporting her home country. The spot behind me where you see these balloons is where Jaron Lyles took his last breath. It seems surreal, and that's exactly how his mother is describing her state of mind right now. This isn't a one-time thing. The goatscaping will likely continue to happen a couple times a year, starting again next spring, with a lot of manual labor in between. Reporting at Hoffler Creek Wildlife Preserve in Portsmouth, I'm Angela Bohon for News 3. This summertime destination and its iconic love sign is not usually associated with snow, but folks here in Cape Charles are gearing up for round 2 of winter weather.
So, Angela, I don't believe that Patrick mentioned anything about snow in the forecast, but look at that. We got snow in Hampton Roads.
This might be as much as we get. That's right. It is snowing here in the driveway, and these are the guys that are making it happen. There are 2 snow machines in this driveway, as well as a tunnel made from fence posts and about 40,000 lights. Now, these guys tell me that last year, someone actually stopped and proposed to his girlfriend right here in this very spot.
Got down on one knee, snow was falling on him, and he proposed. Go for it. So he did. He went for it. And she did say yes.
Why not? At night, this rather ordinary yard and 2,600 square foot home in Suffolk is turned into a winter wonderland, boasting 1.5 million lights.
A labor of love for my 6-year-old granddaughter. She asked me for 100 lights. So I gave her 1.5 million. After you measure it, you put down your stake.
The hardest part, Keith Mitchell says, is the colorful bulbs at the perimeter of the yard. It's a painstakingly tedious task.
Talking about some back pain the next morning, you really feel that the next morning. But it's worth it. Deer walks through here, catches it, and yanks it.
So what do neighbors think of this gregarious grandfather's display?
The adults go crazy. They ask me all sorts of questions. It's fun for anyone and everyone.
Mitchell says one neighbor had a sign in his yard pointing to the brilliant display that simply read, "Ditto." And what about the tangled Christmas lights or burned out bulbs?
See this bag full of lights that did not come on this year?
Mitchell says he and his helper spend close to 3 months to make this picture perfect.
It is not me. It is a we thing, and I enjoy the heck out of it.
And while this Army vet has a loyal team, this corner yard has become an invitation for spreading neighborly love among strangers.
People just came by and stopped and got out their vehicles and said, "Can I help?"
And the creativity just keeps flowing.
It'll also be blue and white coming out like this. Each character has his or her own music with the ice coming down off of it.
These persimmon trees in the back, Mitchell says, will create a stage of sorts for Prince.
Purple rain, purple rain. My wife says it's a bit much, but it's Christmas. And the kids love it, and the adults love it even more.
And look at these lights. If you want to check it out for yourself in person, you can find the address listed on our website, WTKR.com. Mitchell doesn't ask for anything in return, just that if you come by to visit, you act respectfully. And he is in the process of making a GoFundMe page for CHKD because his granddaughter was a patient there for quite a long time when she was just a baby, and that's something near and dear to his heart. Also, if you're wondering about the electric bill, he said it's actually not all that bad because all of these lights are LED. Reporting live in Suffolk, Angela Bohon, News 3.
Angela Bohon has been following this story for some time for us. Joins us now. This is just heartbreaking, and you've got more on Abby's journey.
It is heartbreaking. It's news that no one wants to share, but now our community is coming to terms with the loss of a child, one who had such an impact on everyone here. And the photo you see behind me is well known in our area, Team Abby, as they call it. Now it's embraced with a black butterfly to signify Abby's passing.
I've heard it said that people come into our lives for a reason, bringing something we must learn, and we are led to those who help us most grow.
As condolences flood in for Abby Furco's family, her dear friend Sarah, who we talked with on Abby's 15th birthday, poured out her feelings through song.
Now I don't know if I believe.
If we've learned anything from Abby, Abby is an extreme fighter.
Many awoke to this sunrise and then heard the news or saw the post from her parents that read, Abby forever. Friends of the Furco family say they knew it was special, and this is the beauty that Abby is now a part of.
Like a stream that meets a boulder.
The Furco Five certainly share Furco faith, and to be a witness to that over these years in the face of the trials that they have faced has been a wonderful experience for our congregation.
Abby, who was diagnosed with a form of leukemia at just 4 years old, defied the odds time and time again.
I just remember an incredibly sagacious and kind and wonderful young lady.
Hello there, my name's Abby Furco.
Whether it was at Red Mill Elementary or Princess Anne Middle School for the St. Baldrick's Foundation fundraisers, Team Abby tried to keep up with her strength and hope.
Come on in, let's start cooking.
One of her teachers has kept this painting from Abby in his classroom for inspiration.
It reminds me just to never ever give up. I understand what my role is. I understand, in a meaningful way. She's really impacted me to understand what a teacher can do and what a teacher can be and what sometimes these kids need from me.
The Furco's pastor was there during Abby's final moments.
And standing there facing Abby's death, Joe, with smiles and tears, said in all truthfulness that Abby had fulfilled those greatest aspirations of your child loving in this world, having an impact, and changing it. And all of us who know Abby know that she, in her 15 years, has done that in spades.
Changed for the better.
In the darkest of times, there is always a little light at the end of the tunnel.
And arrangements are still being made. Her pastor said they may even need to use a different, larger location other than their church, as he knows the outpouring of love and support for the Furcos will be abundant. Angela Bohon, News 3. Shortly before St. Patrick's Day, 8-year-old twins Shane and Noah were on a mission to find a 4-leaf clover.
I just want to get luck. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, just found one.
Their search paid off, and then some.
They called me and he told me he found a 7-leaf clover, and I couldn't believe it. What luck, you know?
What are the odds?
Well, 1 in 250 million. That's the odds, according to a Google search, of finding a 7-leaf clover. As if that's not rare enough, while we were interviewing the twins, their luck seemed to multiply. Noah found a 6-leaf clover in the same patch where he found the one with 7 leaves.
Yeah. Wait a minute. I just found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I just found 6-leaf clover. Literally.
News 3 verified. So did Dad.
Give me that.
And brother Shane.
3, 4, 5, 6. I better preserve this baby.
We decided to dig in a bit more and talk with an expert at the Norfolk Botanical Garden. She was fascinated by their find and said it could be caused by environmental factors.
Interestingly, no one's 100% sure what exactly causes it. So once you find a 4-leaf clover or above, If you pay attention to the area, you'll probably find more.
This is the most primitive yard in Hampton Roads. There's no fertilizers, it barely ever sees a lawnmower, so maybe that's why.
Mom and Dad say these boys don't have much Irish heritage, but they sure could pass for it. And now, finding these rare shamrocks, they definitely have the luck of the Irish.
Let's go ahead and pick our numbers for the lottery.
In Virginia Beach, Angela Bohon, News 3.